Welcome, my people. Today I'll be doing a trade recap on GBPUSD. It was a buy trade taken on the 5-minute time frame. And before we get into the charts, I would like to talk about my buy setup. This is basically what my buy setup is all about. And basically, I focus on mainly three concepts in my trading: market structure, liquidity, demand, and supply zones. And since we are talking about the buy trade, I'm more focused on demand zones, guys. So basically, what do I need to happen before I get into the trade? Firstly, we need to see price dropping downwards, creating lower highs and lower lows. Sorry, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And in dropping downward while creating structures, liquidity which can be found here on the left side must be taken out. And once it is taken out, we should be able to identify a demand zone formed on a higher time frame. Yeah, and we are expecting that price should react once it reaches this zone. It should react and to be able to push upwards to break the previous high to form a higher high. Once we see a reaction of price within this area, which is able to break the previous high to form a higher high, we should also be able to spot is another demand zone formed on a lower time frame. So once we identify this demand zone formed on the lower time frame and we see this change of structure telling us, for example, up here, telling us there's a potential for price to continue to go up, we should expect price to consolidate and create more liquidity. And once we're able to identify enough liquidity which we are about to target, we should just expect price now to come back into this smaller demand zone formed on a smaller time frame. And this will be our entry. And we'll place our buy order here and target the A of liquidity as our take profit. That's very simple basically. The exact concept of my buy setup which I explained here is the exact concept which I will use in this trade recap. So getting into the trade recap was very simple. My analysis started from the weekly time frame. And basically, if you guys see from the weekly time frame perspective, you guys will be able to understand that market has been creating a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're expecting price to react from this 1 week demand zone. This is a 1 week demand zone formed on the 1 week time frame. We're expecting price to react from here and to go up. You understand that? Basically, due to the fact that we're expecting price to react from here and go up, it means any trading opportunities which we are trying to identify within this 1 week demand zone are supposed to be buy trade opportunities, except otherwise. So based on this concept, I decided to leave from the daily time frame where I was able to spot market structure to go down into the 50-minute time frame. And coming into the 15-minute time frame, guy, what was I able to see? Okay, my trade idea started from here. This blue line you guys see is the beginning of a new day. It was Tuesday, the 15th of October 2024. This was midnight. That is Monday midnight breaking Tuesday morning. And we need this period. As I woke up in the morning, what did I see in the chart? I woke up around 7 a.m. Sorry. I was able to see that Asian low liquidity was created and Asian high liquidity was created. And remember, guys, let me shift a bit to 1 hour time frame. Let you understand the concept. Remember, guys, I'm now on the 1 hour time frame to explain you the concept which I decided to use before taking my trade. Remember, Asian high and Asian low are areas of liquidity as I consider them areas of liquidity. And since I consider area, since I consider Asian low and Asian high as area of liquidity, price will always do its best during the London session or the New York session to take out the Asian highs and Asian lows. As you guys can see, price went above and price came below. Price went above, price went below. Price went above, price came below. Here was not taken out, here was taken out. So it's just to tell that 80% of the time, based on my backtesting history, I know that price will always do its best to take out the Asian low and Asian high liquidity. So based on this concept, going back into the 15-minute time frame, as I saw price taking out this Asian low liquidity, it was only telling me that there's a possibility that price now will go up to take down this Asian high liquidity. So what they have to do, I had to look at the previous day. At the previous day, we can clearly see that price had been creating a series of market structure, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price went up above this previous high and above this previous high and came right up here, telling us there is a change of structure. If I shift this chart, if I shift this diagrammatic representation to the side, you guys see clearly that it was it was two previous highs they were taken out. And if I annotate a change of structure here to the upside, it's telling me that there's a potential that price might continue to sell because price has shown us that the direction has been shifted from sell to buy. So based on this concept, what am I expecting? I'm expecting price to consolidate and to form liquidity. Yeah, and the liquidity should be taken out, and then and price should come right down into my area of demand, my smaller demand zone. Remember, price created this 15-minute demand zone in the past. Yeah, price came down and this demand zone got mitigated, and from this demand zone we saw a reaction which pushed price above to to be able to show us a change of structure. And in doing that, if a demand zone was formed on the 5 minute time frame. So that was my entry. As I entered the trade, I was targeting the Asian high liquidity because Asian low liquidity has been taken out. This is a simple concept. And as you guys see, this trade was able to play out successfully, a 1:5 risk reward ratio. And this trade was on a Tuesday, guys. Also, based on my system, I don't trade on Mondays and I don't trade after 3 p.m. So if you look at the time, this trade played at 8 a.m. in the morning. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned to my channel. Watch my videos. Try to understand how I do take trades, guys. Focusing on my system on the long run with a lot of discipline and consistency will be able to bring you to a high level of profitability. Thanks. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Stay safe and stay blessed.